there, Harrell, he is their point guard, and as Coach TJ says, they go as he goes, but he's scared of nothing and does a great job in pick and roll. So it starts and ends with that young man. And then, of course, Texas is just got to use their length and impose it and one shot and be here. So I expect to see a lot more of that tonight, Lowell.
Jericho Sims with the statement to begin. Small will pass up another three, but he's
struggling. I think he's pressing a little bit. Coach Mark thought he'd be their best shooter this season, and he just has struggled from the perimeter. But I expect him to play well eventually.
Coleman, showtime, the great Brown.
And does exactly what you need to do, throw ahead and let these athletes finish.
Alonzo Sule, no good on the mid-range J. Texas coming out playing with some swag. Brown for three. He's always good to at least side for a guy that still is trying to figure it out. That one left far short by Caleb Asbury, who just checked into the game for the Bobcats. 3-1 on the season. Picked to finish 5th in their division in the Sun Belt.
Sims that far from the basket is going to be a difficult task.
Yeah, he'll allow them. Kai Jones!
To get to that level defensively and stop Kai.
And Jones bumps Asbury there. I was making the point, Sule is going to be a force for them in the Sun Belt. The point being, you don't see dudes like this in the Sun Belt Conference.
Yeah, and that wasn't Sule's fault necessarily.
Off the talk about finding your role, he has found a niche and is the 3rd most minutes on the team. Sule on him, too strong. Kai Jones with the rebound. Harrell with the drive, hand contested. Gets a rebound. That is his job, and he has embraced it this season.
Well, he to me, Ham and Cunningham are the unsung heroes.
Get out, says Jones. And here we go again, up top. Of course you do.
Well, this is what they need from Adams, is scoring the ball. There, though, no layup. Kai, he is the best in the country, in my humble opinion, at making plays on both ends of the floor within the same play. Big now in basketball and how you measure a guy. He has something that I love that you can only measure by being around the guy. And that is a great spirit. 2-point game for Texas State. They played in Mississippi.
Maybe too much patience there for Marlon Davis as it's rejected by Kai Jones.
I mean, this is discouraging. Look, you think you got a shot, and then all of a sudden this hand from out of nowhere comes. Puts that thing.
Games like this, where is that level? Where is that barometer going to be for your program?
Well, this is a different team.
Yeah.
And we have history to compare, but I can tell you, I've seen, as you have, a lot of Texas basketball. This is a different group.
Air ball, shot clock.
Either end of the floor. Really, the only area that could be in question.
Texas is already with 4 dunks, 3 blocks, 4 turnovers forced. And scoring 4 points off that. Not the inbound. Kai Jones right onto the bucket. So better attacking here. Here comes Sims on the double team against Davis. Bounce pass to Adams. Up and under.
For the program, Lowell, he talks about mental health, emotional health, and physical health. And he sees it just beyond wins and losses. He's about developing young men. I would have been hiring this young man a long time ago. He's as good as any that I've spent time with at any level leading up to a ball game. Well, I really like what he brings to the table as a coach for the present and the future.
Kai learning from the bench this season.
Yeah, Kamaka, I call him Kamaka Hepa Smart because he is an extension of his coach. Well respected as a player. Educationally, he's as good as any you'll have on a roster. Open. They get you spread out and just dive to the rim.
Caesar made everybody miss. Hepa comes
this season unless they're just playing against an NBA-level defensive team.
Scott no good. Here's Brown a little bit out of control.
Yeah, that's predetermined. He knew what he was going to do when he crossed midcourt.
Harrell, no good on the 3. Is that what Fran Fraschilla was getting at in the game against Villanova?
Also need a little bit from Sule. They typically get some offense from him on the block. And Texas has all but negated that. He just gives them another dimension program. And good on Coach Barnes to have a coach like a Lanier around him and running a program like he has here.
You need to be the lead recruiter on this guy if you want to get him. He did that, and they got Allen here at the University of Texas.
Yeah, and the rest of them,
especially the dynamics of the timing of the resignation of Casper. It was allegedly racially fueled and does not shy away from the story as well. Greg Brown to the Andrew Jones. Back to Coleman. Texas trying to pull away. A nice feed from Coleman to Brown inside. 12 points for the team leader, the general, in the words of Coach TJ. Brown, no.
That being Jones getting going. Coach Smart is going to. It's a critical data point for Coach Smart. And I think one of his best runs last year at the end of the season.
Great.
Absolutely. I think the pressure comes in when you look at these sites and you think you may be one and done or not. But yeah, he's just a very young ball player.
Yeah, he can do things like that. That's a lot of size, a lot of athleticism, and a lot of excitement here in the Erwin Center.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of those, this is what I'm going to do, and you can't do anything about it. I think that'll be good for his confidence, especially if it stays that way.
Caesar and one. And then Texas Game Day Final presented by AT&T 5G after the game. Greg Brown, another three ball.
You got to go to the young fella. Don't you have to at least be looking for him over in the corner?
I would think. Back to Harrell. 3 on the shot clock. Pass Jones. Brown swallows. Jones.
Nothing there. You got a big fella.
Hey, but some good handles there. Brown on some of that potential. Look out.
Well, you only got one left, and that's Sims. Had a couple of flashes, but this young man we know likes
right now. A team that's ranked number 13, almost beat Villanova to stay perfect. There were questions about Shaka Smart's future before they got it going with that 5-game winning streak and really turned everything around.
Yeah, and he dispelled that exactly. Shaka did.